day, everyone, and welcome to Fluff in the Corporate Space by Saffron Conscious. I'm your host, MC, the Corporate Heart Guide. Today's episode is titled Leading with Shaky Legs, the sacred work of becoming. I'd like to welcome you back to the blueprint of a heart-led leader. The space where we dismantle the myth of perfection in leadership and make room for the human, the tender, and the sacred in how we lead. If you listened to the last episode, Scared but Willing, you will remember we explored the moment a leader says yes, not because they are fearless, but because they are brave enough to move with the fear. But what happens after that? After that, yes, what happens when you've stepped into the unknown, but the clarity hasn't landed yet? When you're in the role, but still doubting if you are really the one? When your legs are shaking, but you still have to show up? This is the episode for that moment. This is Leading with Shaky Legs, the sacred work of becoming. Let's be honest. Corporate culture often demands certainty, polish, and answers, but transformation doesn't begin there. It begins in the in-between, the vulnerable space after the leap and before the landing. And it is deeply human. The mistake many organizations make is assuming that leadership begins once you are confident. But real leadership, it often begins when you are uncertain, but still present. For ease, I will divide this podcast in segments. Segment 1, the liminal space of leadership. There is a term in transformation work called liminality, the threshold. It is the space between what was and what will be. In leadership, liminality sounds like, I said yes to this promotion, but I don't feel ready. I am leading a team now, but I feel like a fraud. People are looking to me for answers, and I don't have the answers. In this space, there is no script, no checklist, that just the work of becoming. Segment 2, imposter syndrome is not a flaw, it is a rite of passage. Here's something I want to hold with care. Imposter syndrome is not a flaw, it's a sign you are growing. You are not out of place. You are at the edge of your old identity and you haven't yet lived into the new one. Many heart-led leaders that I work with feel this deeply. They are not pretending. They are just expanding. And expansion feels wobbly at first. Segment 3. What leading with shaky legs looks like. So what does it look like to lead with shaky legs? It looks like naming the fear without letting it dictate your choices. Asking questions instead of posturing with answers. Slowing down when every pressure says to speed up. Trusting the vision even when the path is unclear. This is not weakness. It's not fluff. It's the muscle of integrity being built in real time. Segment 4. Presence and practice in the in-between. If you are in this space now, the in-between, I want to offer you 3 anchors. 1, breathe before you speak. Let the breath remind you you are not performing, you are present. 2, journal the question, what am I becoming? Not what do I know, but who am I becoming? 3, surround yourself with people who don't need you to have it all figured out. The right room is not impressed by your polish. They are moved by your authenticity. Here's a closing reflection. Leadership is not something you step into perfectly. It is something you grow into one shaky step at a time. If your legs are trembling right now, it doesn't mean you are failing. It means you are becoming. It means you are in it for real. So walk on, wobble forward, and remember you don't need to have it all together to be on the path. You only need to be willing to keep walking. Thank you for listening to Blueprint of a Heart-Led Leader. If today's episode spoke to you, share it with a leader who might need this reminder. And remember, power is not in perfection, it is in presence. I'll meet you in the next episode. Till next time, remember, flow with ease and gentleness. And let's continue navigating the currents of our own lives.